Hey guys! I haven't updated the vlog all day long, but honestly I've done nothing except I edited and uploaded my vlog that I didn't do yesterday, so it's all fine. I got this cute shirt, look. Do you know what album this is? Oh, The Stranger. I wish it was 75th Street or 71st Street. Not me saying an album that I can't even remember. Anyways, I've done nothing. I edited the vlog. I read like 2 more pages of The Wager, which I'm still very much enjoying, even though I don't really understand anything. Yeah, I don't understand anything, but I'm putting it together the best I can. You know what I mean? Like, this book is definitely too smart for me. Like, I'm reading it and I feel like, do you feel like when you hear somebody talking about something, but you hear it and you're like putting it together, but you don't know what's going on? That's how I feel. But like, I know enough to like understand like a little bit of what's going on. I hope that makes sense. Probably doesn't, but anyways, I'm gonna read this now because I just folded some clothes. I wanted to do my dishes and clean the kitchen, but I'll do that tomorrow because I didn't have to cook dinner tonight, so it's not too bad. It definitely... Did you give her an ice?
Yeah.
She loves an ice. She's like slurping on it. So yeah, I just thought I would pull out my camera and update you guys. Okay, but tomorrow I will have more to update you on in the book because I'm about to sit here and read. That is literally my plan for the next, like, however long I decide to stay up. Hi guys, good morning. It's Wednesday now. I just had McDonald's for breakfast, and I don't know about you, but McDonald's breakfast hits different every single time. I don't know what it is. It's just crack. Anyway, it's Wednesday, and I dropped my son off at school. I just had breakfast. Me and my littlest are chilling. She's watching Cocomelon. I was watching YouTube videos. I've been watching a lot of physical TBRs. I just find it very interesting how many people have giant TBRs like me that they just keep adding to. So I love that for me. Anyways, I'm 100 pages into The Wager. I am gonna read it a bit after I get finished with my YouTube video, but so far so good. It's still feeling like a history book, but it's like in a good way. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a history book, but in a good way. Like, it's very much like the tea, and I like that. You'll probably hear people on other channels be super, college educated, give you this big, nice, worded spiel about books, but over here, you're going to get the bare minimum because that's just who I am. I wouldn't consider myself a super smart individual. Anyway, not me trashing on myself. So yeah, like I said, we're still just talking about the ships, and we're also learning about the different captains, who there's like 4 or 5 ships, and they're like little is crazy. And their fleet of men who are going to fight a war against Spain. There is like 4 or 5 different ships. The Pearl, the Wager, the Centurion, I don't know how to say it. And we're kind of just learning about like all the different captains, and also we're at a part right now where they're having like this huge outbreak, because I don't know how to exactly pronounce it or really what it is, but basically because they had so little information, scientific information, especially the doctors back then, nobody really knew what like this type of disease was. they were just like, oh, it's in the air, just stay away from each other. And they didn't really get the concept of like social distancing and keeping yourself super cleanly, because they lived in like straight up filth. Like, it was very gross to be a seaman. So, anyways, I know you guys are like, what, girl? Yeah, that's it. That's all I can tell you. I don't have more to say. It's very, very good. Though I don't know how else to say that it's like history in the best way. It's like very much told in a way that is like a story. Like, it's not just like facts being thrown at you. It feels like a fiction story, even though it is a true story. And I was looking last night at the back of the book, and he has so many sources of information from where he got this information, and I thought that was very much cool because he really did his due diligence. But anyways, I'm half awake at this point. My husband brought me McDonald's, but he also brought me Frappuccino from McDonald's. And if you've never tried a Frappuccino from McDonald's, please do yourself a favor and get one. It's like basically like ice cream. I'll be honest, it's very sweet, but sometimes it hits different. Anyway, girl, I'll try to update you guys later. I'm gonna read some, like I said, and probably get a little nap in. You want me to hold this book? She's like, Mom, hold your book. I know, we gotta talk about it. Hi. Hi guys, I actually look pretty crazy. Well, my hair looks crazy. I did my makeup, so hopefully that looks good. But I'm about to film. I sent my family outside and I'm about to film the video that I wanted to film. It's 15 books that describe my reading taste. And I've been wanting to film this for so incredibly long. I just keep putting it off and keep putting it off. But I was like, you're gonna do it, because I keep telling myself I want to post 2 videos every week, but I just don't have many video ideas. So this is a video idea that's just been in my head forever, so I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna film it. I just had a coffee. I picked my son up from school. We went on a walk. My family's outside. There's no better time than the now. So I'm gonna go do that. I've picked out all my books, but oh my god, why do I want to add the women? Because this one was very good. We'll have to see. Anyways, these are all of the books that I'm going to be discussing in the video, so go watch that video if you want to see what books make the cut. But anyways, I'm going to set the camera up and get to filming. Good morning, you guys. It's Thursday morning. Reading a little bit more of my book, The Wager. I'm at a part right now where they currently just like wrecked the ship that they were on, and now they're like castaways on this random island. And things are starting to get crazy. Like, people are starting to like rebel and steal and drink and just be really bad. So it's getting to a very good point. I'm like 200 pages in, but I'm so cold today. It is 60 outside right now, but it's supposed to warm up, so I don't want to turn my heater on. Plus, like, 60 is like not that cold, but it's freezing in here. But yeah, this is really good. Did I mention that I really like this book? It's like very different for me, I feel, but it's very good. Also made some coffee this morning. I'm almost done with it. I'm really gonna need another one of these. My daughter is also being so incredibly grumpy today. But what's new? Anyway, I have to charge this camera because it is gonna die. But I also need to edit a video that I want to go up tomorrow probably. And yeah, that is basically my plan for today, but I'm really hoping to try and get this either finished today or at least mostly read today, because this is the only book that I've read all week. Actually, that's not true. I am reading a book on my Kindle that was a arc from NetGalley. It's called Haunted. Let me pull it up. Haunted Ever After. It's so cute. Oh my god, it's so cute so far. So basically, it's this town in Florida called Boneyard, I want to say. But basically, it's like this really small, like, haunted town. And our MFC moved there from Orlando, and she bought this, like, haunted cottage that everybody thinks is haunted. But she bought it because, it was on the beach. It was really cute. She wanted to move from Orlando because she just felt like she didn't belong there anymore. So she randomly moved to this cottage. And then she goes to charge her laptop in her house and it won't charge. No matter what she does, she cannot get it to charge. So she randomly goes to a coffee shop called... oh my gosh, I forget all the names. But she goes to this coffee shop that is owned by the MMC. And he is like, at first he's like super grumpy towards her. He's like, oh my god, another tourist. Because their town is like famous for being haunted. So they get all these like random tourists that come in his coffee shop and don't buy anything. They just use his Wi-Fi and his bathrooms and whatever. And so at first he like calls her a tourist. And it was really funny because she goes, I did not live in Florida my whole life to be called a tourist. And I was like, period. Period. Because if you live in Florida or you live in a town where you get lots of tourists, the most annoying thing somebody can do is like ask you if you live here or if you're a tourist or whatever. It literally happens all the time. I'm really liking this book so far because I relate so hard to everything she was saying. There was a part that I highlighted. Addie. No. There was a part that I highlighted last night because she was talking to our MMC about Publix. She's like, you don't even have a Publix here. And he's like, yeah, but we have a small town grocery store. And she's like, well, how do you survive without pub subs? And I was like, oh my gosh, I relate so hard. But anyways, it's super cute. I'm guessing our MMC Nick and our MFC are going to, you know, get in a little relationship or whatnot. But yeah, right now they're at a part where she is at Nick's coffee shop and she's like, do you guys really think my house is haunted? And Nick and his friend Sophie are like, yeah, I do ghost tours. You should come on a ghost tour. And Nick is like, I'll go on the ghost tour. And Sophie's like, all of my years of doing the ghost tours, you never want to go until now. So he's obviously going for the girl. But anyways, I'm rambling. I don't even know if I explained that well. Of course I didn't. This girl is being so bad. Anyways, I'm going to charge my camera and I'll update you guys in a bit. I totally forgot to open my package on camera, but I just got a Pango package. And I got Empire of the Vampire. I bought this with some money that I had on Pango, so it was free girl math. But I didn't realize how floppy this is. It's so good and floppy. But yeah, Empire of the Vampire. I also didn't haul this, but I recently opened this Pango package as well. I got the Mind Bleep series. This is 5 books in one. I've been wanting this for so long, but it cost $30. $30 on Amazon. So I got it on Pango for $10. And then I also picked up Yellowface by R.F. Kuang. So that's my little book haul recently. I need to clean off my bookshelf so incredibly bad. You guys, look at this. It's so bad right now, but that is, oh, that's for a different day. Where's my phone? We literally just got home. I'm waiting on Zach. I just got home too. Yes. I'm waiting on Zach to get home. And yeah, I haven't done much else. I should probably read some more. And yeah.
No.
No. This one looks so incredibly good.
Can I try this one?
This one is like strawberry pretzel. What is that? What's the white stuff?
Strawberry pie. Yum. I think that's my favorite.
Favorite?
Caramel.
You can have it.
Chocolate. Double fudge brownie.
Double fudge brownie. Tastes like a brownie.
The brownie's good.
This one's good. If you're wondering, this is my size large iced coffee that I made today. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, so I did not update you guys last night about the books that I finished. The books? I only finished one book, which was The Wager. I ended up giving it 3 stars. I know, I was like, I like it, I like it, I like it, I love it. But it ended up getting so boring and repetitive, to be very honest with you. And I just think that's because it's essentially a nonfiction. I just don't really vibe with nonfiction, especially like historical nonfiction. And even though it was written more like like it was telling a story, like a fiction story, it started to get super boring and repetitive, and I felt like it took forever to get to like the main plot point, and it was just more so like there was not a lot of dialogue, which is kind of hard for me to read because I really do love a book with a lot of dialogue and like stuff like that. And I just felt like it was jumpy as well. But honestly, to be very honest with you, it's not my type of book. You know what I mean? Like there is an audience for that book. And I know that it's like a well-loved book because there is an audience for that book. Like it is just not my type of book. So anyways, moving on from The Wager, I have no idea what I want to read. My bestie, Lakin, I always mention her because she is like my best friend, my only friend, to be honest with you. And we talk a lot about books because we're both book girls. So she wants me to read Throttled by Lauren Asher. I would go get it, but I have to go dig on my shelf. But I don't know if like I'm in the mood for that right now. I'm never in the mood for romance anymore, but also like I can't read things like The Wager because it's just like too much. But then also like, do I want a thriller? I don't know. But I did pick up The Teacher by Frida McFadden on Libby. I'm like 40% of the way through. It's super good so far. It's following this girl named Adeline, which I thought was so funny because my daughter's name is Adeline. But it's following this girl named Adeline who had a rumor started about her last year that she slept with a teacher at her school. She's in like, I want to say she's in like middle school. And so the teacher got fired and everybody thinks it's because Adeline slept with her. And then it's also following the perspective of Eve, she is a teacher at that school who was really close with the teacher that got fired. And she's also married to Mr. Bennett, who is her husband, who also teaches at the school. And Mr. Bennett is an English teacher and he's like part of this poetry club. So he's pretty much like infatuated with Addie because She writes poetry, and he thinks that teenagers have like these hormones so that everything they write is like super deep, which is very much true. If you know, remember being a teenager, you know that you feel everything super deeply. But anyway, so we have Mr. Bennett, which I think he's extremely sketchy. I think that, I don't know if that's the way like Frida's making him seem like he's like kind of like obsessing over Addie, or if I'm just like trying to put the story together so I think that he's creepy. But also his wife is no better. Like, she's cheating on him because they don't have like a good relationship, and she's also like super mean to Addie, who is being bullied at the school. But also I don't trust Addie because Addie like is just super sketchy to me. Anyways, I am listening to that as well. But I do want to start a physical book, so I don't know what I'm going to start. But I have a pretty fun day ahead of me. I'm going to meet my best friend Megan at the beach later, and we're going to have like pizza, and we're just going to watch the sunset and chill, which I really need that. I haven't just like sat out on the beach in a really long time and just watched the sunset. And that's like one of my favorite things to do. So we're going to do that today. And it's Friday, so that means it's the freaking weekend and I get to sleep in tomorrow, so I'm so excited about that. But I think I'm gonna, sorry the camera keeps shaking. I'm trying to hold it with one hand and I don't know. I've been like working out at home again, and now my limbs are just like dead. Anyway. I need to pick a book to read. I just have no idea. I'm like kind of in the fantasy mood, but also like, do I want another thriller? Fantasy is all I want to read ever, honestly. And I do have the Prison Healer that needs to go back to my library that I could pick up, which is really calling my name, but I just don't know, you guys. Honestly, I think it's gonna be the Prison Healer, to be very honest with you. Because it's calling my name. And it has to go back to the library. And Sarah J. Maas blurbed it. And we love Sarah. It's probably going to be this one. I don't know what it's about, but I will definitely let you guys know. And you made it, Gabriel. They're talking crap about us. I did it. Woo! It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I have Diners, Diamonds, and Dries playing in the background, so if you hear that, sorry. But anyways, I never talked to you guys after this morning, but I went on my little beach date that I was talking about, and I got a couple clips, I think. But guess who went to Barnes and Noble? Not me creating a song for Barnes and Noble. I went to a new Barnes and Noble, and it was so good. Like, it was just so much different than any Barnes and Noble that I've seen. And I got a couple things. Okay. So, I've been seeing a little bit about this book. Everyone in my family has killed someone. Little thriller moment. So, that was just like a fun little pick. But the next two books are books that have been on my TBR for a while. Lucy Score's The Dead Guy Next Door. So basically, I think this is about a, what do you call somebody who like investigates? Investigator. And Riley, whose neighbor, ends up dead next door, and they kind of like start like dating or talking or whatever, you know. So I just thought that was a fun premise. I don't know. And then I also got Minx by Sophie Lark. I don't know, this cover just called to me. I really have no, it says billionaire. So yeah. I was like, billionaire romance, okay. But the cover is just everything, I think. So that was my little Barnes & Noble haul. It was so fun. That Barnes & Noble was so beautiful. I had such a time at the beach. And then we went and got, we got pizza before the beach. It was really nice. Oh, not the cheese on my shirt. I did just have cheese dip, so. Anyway, I need to go wash this makeup off, get in bed. But honestly, I don't know if I want to wash it off. And I need to. It's starting to run. Alright, I will see you guys in the morning. I look so bad, but we're just gonna ignore it because honestly, am I gonna get up and do my hair right now? No, I am not. Anyways, I haven't picked up my camera almost all weekend. What's new? What is really new? Not that. But I just did so much cleaning. I'm out of breath and red possibly, so if I look crazy, as well as the hair, that's why. I am currently listening to The Teacher by Frida McFadden, which is insane. It is so crazy. I knew it, and I know I called it in this video that the husband was creepy, because he is creepy and he's nasty. So I have like 3 hours left on that. I need 4 hours actually. I have to finish that today because tomorrow's the 1st, and that would wrap up my March reading. I think that would be 10 books, which is less than I usually read, but I did read 2 giant books, the Boys Atonement books, at the beginning of the month, so it took longer for me to get through those. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It'd actually be 11 books. And also, I would hit 40 books this year, which is so crazy because we're only 4 months into the year. I just think that's so insane. Ever since I started this channel, I've just been reading because I feel like I treat it like I have to read. So it's crazy that I've read 40 books. But anyways, this book is insane. It's probably the craziest Frida McFadden book that I've read. I know I explained a little bit earlier. I was saying how we're following the point of view of Eve, which she works at the school. Her husband also works at the school. She's a math teacher. Her and her husband have like marital problems. She is cheating on him with like a shoe salesman, and he like stays home a lot. He works a lot. He's a English teacher and he runs a poetry club and a newspaper club, so he's like working a lot. But he starts seeking out this girl named Addie, and he keeps like hyping her. I know her name's Adeline. He keeps hyping her up. He's like, your poetry is so good, like you know, you can do this, like you can be famous. And he starts like feeding her all of these like insane things, and she's like having the hugest crush on him because apparently he's like a super hot teacher, and he's like using that to his advantage, and he's also using to his advantage like the whole poetry thing, because she like loves poetry, and he's like, you will be so good at this, like I'm gonna enter your poem in a poetry contest and whatever. Like X, Y, and Z. But anyways, he starts like helping her out of trouble because she's being bullied at school, and he's just showing like a lot of interest in her. And there's the one point where she's cheating, where she's cheating in Miss Bennett, which is his wife's math class, and she catches her cheating. She catches Addie cheating, and she goes home and tells her husband, like, I'm gonna go send her to the principal's office. And because Addie already has a past at the school, and it's why she's being bullied, she has like this rumor that was started about her that she slept with the teacher. The teacher ended up getting fired. And then, so Mr. Bennett knows that if his wife goes to the principal, Addie's immediately getting suspended. So there goes his sick little plan. Well, he like sleeps with his wife, which they don't do a lot. He sleeps with his wife and kind of like, what's the word, like coerces her into not telling the principal. And so when Mr. Bennett tells Addie what he did, she gives him like a hug, and then he starts to get weird, and then things start to get weird. And he's just being a little sick pedophile, honestly. And she is like really falling for him because she's 16 and he's 38, and he's using like all of his advantages to get to her. And it's just insane. It's literally crazy. But I want to finish it out and see what happens, because I really think there's a murder that's going to take place, and I'm thinking it's the wife. Also, if you want to read this book, I'm sorry that I just spoiled half of it for you, but you should still read it, because I'm bad at explaining books, so I feel like I miss the plot of over half the book when I'm talking about it. Anyways, I am going to organize my bookshelf in just a little bit. I'm just sitting here taking a break because I cleaned the kitchen, and then I immediately came in the living room and started cleaning it, and I vacuumed and swept, and now I want to do my bookshelf and kind of reorganize it because it's a really hot mess. And I'm thinking that I am going to do my white shelf out here as like my TBR shelf, and then my other shelf I want to do more for like the books that I want to display. And then I also have some shelves in the bedroom that I will put some like TBR on, and then a shelf that I've read the books, if that makes sense. So I'm going to do that in a little bit, but I need to take a break first.
In the summer, yeah, hotter in the summer. The winter don't stand no chances. Hotter in the summer, yeah, hotter in the summer. The winter don't stand no chances. Hotter in the summer. Front of your back, be careful who you hugging, you dab. Cause these niggas ain't your brother like that, don't really love you like that. From the land of snakes, trying to be a great, trusting everybody that I love, that was my mistake. Turn me cold-hearted to a savage. If you fuck me over, I ain't giving out passes. Doing big shit, we ain't doing nothing average. Hotter in the summer if you ask. It get hotter in the summer, yeah. Hotter in the summer. The winter don't stand no chances. Hotter in the summer. Went from wearing Chuck Taylor to Balenciaga. Swear these niggas think I'm rubbing on the genie bottle. Giving nada, saying nada, I'm just pushing product. I made my waves in the winter, now my summer hotter. Niggas better catch up.